This conference will now be recorded.
Hello guys, welcome to Kumar Consulting. So guys, in this session I'm going to cover a topic called vendor or customer mass extension. So guys, if we talk about customer extension or vendor extension from one company code to other company code, then if it is an individual extension, in the sense if you are going to extend a customer from one company code to other company code or vendor from one company code to other company code individually for individual customer or individual vendor, then XK01 and XD01 transaction code is going to be used. But here, let's suppose if you're having a request to do mass extension, let's suppose you're having 400 vendors or 4,000 vendors or 1,000 vendors, which is supposed to be extended from one company code to other company code, then what will happen? So this is called mass extension. Individually is not possible. It is possible, but it's going to take huge time. So through mass extension, what is happening? Easily we are going to do it, and so that we'll be able to save our time. Now, if you talk about this extension process, generally it's quite easy. Earlier also I have recorded a video, but this recording I am doing because one of my student has raised a request. Look at here, if possible, to make a recording on mass vendor or customer extension. So look at here, guys. The transaction code is FK15, or for customer it is FD15. So the process is quite easy, guys. I have done earlier. I have recorded a video for ZL extension. That is the transaction code for ZL extension is FS15. For vendor it is FK15, and for customer it is FD15. So now in this session I'm going to extend mass vendor, and the way I'm going to extend mass vendor in the similar way that customers are also going to be extended. The only difference is of transaction code. For vendor FK15 and for customer it is FD15. So I'll just do one thing, guys. Let me log in here, and then I'll show you practically how it is going to happen. Okay, so now I'm having already the vendor I have set up for a particular company code. I'll just do one thing, guys. We'll see at company code level, at table level. In table, I'll just do one thing. Use S16 transaction code. Use LFB1. This is the table, and here you can give that one company code, that is TM20. And let's suppose I have set up certain vendors for this company code. These are the vendors which I have set up for this particular company code. You just do one thing, click on here multiple selections, and then you need to click on upload from clipboard. So now all the vendors are appearing. Just execute, and if you click on execute button, then look at here, guys. These all vendors are only existing for company code TM20. If you want to check like whether these vendors are existing only for TM20 company code or other company codes also, so you just come back and remove the company code here. Remove the company code and then execute. Look at here, guys. Total number of entries 5. These are existing only for TM20 company code itself. I'll just show you one more example, guys. I'll increase here. You just give, this is a vendor number. This one I have extended earlier for just testing purpose. So this vendor is existing in TM20 also, and this vendor is existing for a different company code called TM04. If I execute, and then if I execute here, look at here, the all vendors are existing for TM20, but vendor number 443, 100443 is existing in TM04 and TM20 both, right? So now what we have to do, guys, we have to extend how many vendors? We have to extend these are the vendors from 38 till 42 for a different company code. So how to do the extension? So for that, we are having a transaction code FK15. Use transaction code FK15 and press enter. Now, so here, first of all, you have to give the company code, okay, company code from which this vendors belongs to. So of course it is TM20, and what are the vendors, guys? So vendor already have copied here, right, from Excel sheet. So anyway, you'll be having the list of the vendors, so you just copy and then you click on multiple selection. Okay, here system is saying that specify the target company code. Target company code is TM04, and then let's suppose I'm going to select here multiple selection and then just click on copy. So now what we have given, guys, we have given all the vendors, whatever the vendors need to be extended. Here it is only how many? 5 vendors, whether it is 5, 50, 500, whatever is there, or 5,000 also, the procedure is same. Now, so simply, okay, now here there are certain criteria. You want to extend master data, or else along with master data, deletion flag also will be there, guys. Block indicators also will be there. So if you want to extend those indicators also, in the sense deletion flag and block indications, then you keep this check boxes, or else if it is not required, then you can remove it. It totally depends upon client, right, based on your requirements. So you can remove or use, or else you can keep. Here what we have specified, guys, here we have specified the target company code. It means these all vendors are existing in TM20 company code. From here I have to extend these vendors to which company code? TM04. If you look at these vendors, go to, let's suppose, XK02 or XK03, XK03, just TM04, and select anyone and press enter. Right now system is saying that this is not created for company code TM04, but now what will happen, I'm going to extend this. Okay, I've given all the details. Now simply you need to click on execute. So click on execute, guys. System is going to, and here look at here, batch input session name is there. There is certain name, KR10 is there at the end. If you want to change that name, you can give a specific name, anything, ABC, XYZ, whatever you want, you can give, or else whatever that name is there, you can keep it like that. So now what is happening here? Look at here, the batch input session is being created. What is this batch input session name, guys? This is the name. So here certain code automatically is assigned by SAP. If you want to change the name, then you can change it. You can keep whatever desired name you want. Now, so batch input session has been created, and where you will be finding those batch input session, guys, you have to use a transaction code. What? So SM45 is the transaction code. Press enter. So look at here, guys. This is what the session, batch input session, which has been created. Okay, so select it and click on process. Now, so look at here, guys, we are having two options. One is generally two things we are going to do. Whether you have to run this in foreground or you have to run it in background. Foreground and background, what is the differences, guys? In background, whatever in background itself, these all vendors extension will happen. It will not appear on the screen. But if you select this foreground, then what is happening, guys? Whatever the changes are happening, one by one, all the changes will appear on the screen. If you talk about in real time, if you are going to go for GL extension, vendor extension, customer extensions, or if you do any sort of mass upload, it is advisable better to choose this process in foreground itself. What is the benefit? If you choose this foreground, then all the incidents, whatever the changes are happening, it will be appearing on your screen, and somewhere due to certain technical issues and all, if the system is stuck somewhere, then easily we will come to know where is the problem and we are going to easily escape those things. Okay, this is the benefit. So select this foreground and click on process. If you click on process, look at here guys, now the changes will appear on your screen. What you have to do, you need to press enter button. You need to press enter button. You drag it this one, again press enter. So you need to keep on pressing enter button. Always press enter button. Now what will happen guys in real time, like let's suppose you're having 4,000 data. So now how you are going to keep on pressing enter button till 1 hour? So what is happening? Most likely what we are going to do, we are going to select or take some heavy in the sense like duster will be there, or stapler will be there. Simply we are going to keep that stapler on the enter button. It means what will happen, enter button will be pressed by a stapler or duster, whatever it is, and it will keep on running. Meanwhile you can go for your tea, coffee, and every after 20 minutes, 30 minutes you can come back and you can see whether the changes are happening or still system has stuck somewhere. Okay, if system has stuck somewhere, let's suppose due to certain like whatever the data we have given, if anything, if any small mistake is also there, then system is going to stuck. Okay, let's suppose this terms of payment is mandatory field, and against certain vendor we have not given this terms of payment. Okay, so what will happen if system is unable to find, then what, and we have not given the input terms of payment against one particular vendor, let's suppose against this vendor, then what will happen during mass upload? Okay, then what will happen, then error will take place, and the system will not proceed further. Here itself the screen is stuck. Now what will happen once you come back, then you see that the screen is stuck, then you have to apply, you have to type /n here and press enter. If you apply it, if you give /n and press enter, then what is happening guys, it means system is going to skip only this vendor. This vendor is going to be skipped. You have to note it down somewhere in the notebook, and then remaining whatever the upload is there, again you keep on pressing enter, so other uploads will take place. So what is happening guys, whichever vendor, like let's suppose you are having issues with one vendor or two vendor, so that is going to be extended, or whatever the mass changes are there, that is going to be done manually for one or two vendors. Okay, this is how it's happening in what to say real time guys. Okay, so now look at here guys, the changes are taking place in the sense it's getting extended. Okay, you just keep on pressing enter, so that now we are having one more last vendor will be there. This is 42, which is going to be done. Okay, so now I think it's done almost. So it's done. Now look at here, it's done. Okay, so I think what is happening here, if you do the analysis, look at here, one is incorrect and 4 got processed. One is incorrect, 4 got processed here. The second one somewhere. Okay, so now here 1 is incorrect and 4 got processed. In the sense like what is happening guys, so we'll do one thing, where is the incorrect one, we'll see. So once again you just execute. So now what is happening, this has got extended, this is 38, 39 is not extended guys, then 40 got extended, 41 got extended, 42 got extended, 39 is still not got extended. So what is the issues, somewhere some issues will be there, /n. You can see like FK15, once again we'll check FK15, we'll do one thing, 39. What is the vendor number here guys? So vendor number is 439. So vendor number 439, we can give vendor number 439 and give the company code here, and once again I'm going to give this one and make it 11 now. Okay, I click on execute. Let me see what is happening, whether it is being run successfully or not. Now use transaction code SM35 and we'll do one thing, guys. Now execute this one. Let's see. So press enter. I think I might have made some mistake while explanations, right? So that is why it was not extended in proper way. Okay, so now it's done. It is correct. So almost all the vendors we have extended, guys. All the vendors got extended. If you come back, and I think during explanations I might have made some mistake, so that is why. Okay, so now if you click here, press enter. Now look, earlier error was there, right? Now it is got extended, guys, right? Now if you look at here, once again come back and once again execute. So all the vendors, in the sense even 39 is also got extended for TM04 and TM20 already it was there. Now there is one more thing. Let's suppose your client is saying, now, so what is happening, guys? Look at your reconciliation account. The reconciliation account is 2000 in TM20 also, and it is there 2000 in TM04 also. So now here what is happening, guys? Let's suppose if your client says that no, for TM04 I want a different reconciliation account. The 2000 suppose not to be there. Let's suppose for TM04 we are having a different reconciliation account 2002. Okay, that is the reconciliation account. So then what will happen? Then now once again we have to go for mask changes. Okay, because the extension is already done. Once again we have to go for mask changes. Mask changes means, let's suppose this mask changes I have already explained earlier also. Use transaction code, better to use XK99 itself. By this we are going to do this mask changes very easily. Press enter and reconciliation account, right? So if you look at the reconciliation account, it is there in company code field, right? It's there in company code. Okay, it will be coming here under company code data. So what you have to do, you have to select vendor master company code, right? And click on execute and press enter. So what are the vendor masters are there, guys? These are the vendor masters already selected. You just need to click on multiple selections, upload from clipboard and execute, and then here company code. So company code is TM04, because for this company code we are going to make changes. Just execute. Look at here, all the vendors are appearing, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so what are we going to change? You just click on here, select fields, and which field, guys? So reconciliation account, right? So you have to come down, because it is going in alphabetic order. This is the reconciliation account. Okay, if you want to change any other things, terms of payment or anything, that also can be selected. Just execute. Look at here, so reconciliation account. Right now, which reconciliation account is there, guys? 2000. And what need to be changed? 2002. Okay, so make sure that 2002 must be set up for TM02 company code. Okay, this reconciliation account must be set up for TM02 company code. So this 2002 I have given, right? You select this field. Okay, select this reconciliation field. Now, so this 2002, it means all this 2000, the reconciliation account 2000 supposed to be replaced by what? 2002. So you just click on here, carry out the mask changes. Now look at here, all got replaced. Okay, so it will be replaced permanently only if you save the changes. Click on save button, guys, and press enter. So what we have done, we have changed the reconciliation account.